For the first 15 to 17 years of our company, Tasty Catering's existence, we focused on sales growth. We'd do anything we could to grow sales. We'd undercut competitors, match price quotes, do whatever it took to keep fueling that growth because we knew that that growth was the key to our future. Well, after 15 years of that, we realized we're not getting as much profit out of those sales. Even though they were growing 25 to 32% a year, the profit wasn't growing. It was staying the same. So, spurred by Tim, our CFO's guidance, we focused on profit. We realized that some of the accounts we were servicing just weren't profitable. Some of the orders we were taking weren't profitable. So we really tried to educate our staff on what was profitable sale and what was not a profitable sale. The great game of business is a forward forecasting model. You spend about 10% of your time looking back at last month and 90% of your time looking forward, because you still have time to adjust your line item you're responsible for this month.
We have a whole wall that is our P&L statement, and it's broken down into line items. It starts with the sales, the income on the top, corporate sales and special event sales, and then all the expenses, the cost of goods sold items, and then all the expenses. And everybody in the company owns one line.
I've got a 26-year-old logistics delivery driver worrying about our fuel costs, and another 24-year-old driver worrying about auto repair. So I don't lay awake at night thinking about those things because we've got employee owners that are thinking about that.
And then there's the balance sheet, and it shows how the accumulated profit transfers over to the accumulated profit. The monthly profit transfers to the accumulated profit. And it shows how income does not necessarily mean cash.
We realize that we don't want anybody to wonder what's going on or where we're headed or how we're doing, if we're making money, if we're losing money. We want everybody to know number one is job security. And if we're transparent, people understand that their job's secure. And if we're doing bad, then they understand, okay, we need to turn things around to keep their job secure.
A great example of a mini game that we've played here at Tasty Catering was the culinary staff. They developed a waste mini game to track food waste, because in our business, waste is money. They separated and weighed the organic waste for 6 consecutive weeks and determined that for every $100 in sales, we threw out 1.66 pounds of food scraps. So they set a target to make improvement at 10, 20, and 25% of their levels. They hit all 3 of their targets, and they got to plan what we had for lunch, they went out to dinner as a team, and they got their personalized chef's coats. So we had a 2% improvement in our food cost, which was huge for the company.
Now we have the salad station examining every tomato, every honeydew melon, every cantaloupe that comes in the building and rejecting the ones that don't meet the standards, acceptability standards. And then we get credit for it because they're food costs. It's part of their food costs. And food costs is broken down into different teams and stations.
Yeah, being open book it really keeps the employees engaged. It gives them a sense of ownership. So they take everything that they do in their daily routine of being an owner. What would the owner do? You know, they don't want to see any waste. They don't want to see any loss of efficiency. They want to strive to hit our numbers and our goals, and if they do, then they're rewarded the same way the owners are.
In the first year, we had a 10-point sales increase, and we had a 142-point profit increase. That's dumbfounding.